go, another grocery haul. So today's total, I believe, came to 498 New Zealand dollars, which again, I should have Googled beforehand. I always do this. Hang on, let's quickly Google and see how much that is in USD. Okay, it's just about 300 US dollars, so that's a lot. That's a lot of money. I don't like to go that close to 500. Our average is about 450 a week. However, this week I needed a couple things, like a can opener and a garlic press and like a few random things that I don't usually get every single week. So I feel like that's why it was a little bit more expensive. We're also at a new house and in a new city. We've relocated, and so this is quite a big shop for us. We needed some things in the house that we didn't have, and yeah, and stuff like that. And I also got a lot more snacks. If you guys are regulars around here, you'll know I don't really buy snacks. It's not my usual thing. However, in this house, I don't have like all my baking equipment. I don't have my muffin tins and my bread tins. And I didn't even bring my sourdough starter with us, because if I brought my sourdough starter, then that would mean I would have to bring all of my sourdough tools. And it's a lot. So I didn't even bring my starter with me. So as a result of that, I've bought a whole lot of snacks. Usually I do baking, and I bake all of our bread fresh, and I have all of our, like, I have muffins and breads and all sorts. But that's not the season we're in right now, and that's okay. You know, it's all good. Snacks are okay every now and again. Are you talking? Are you talking? Okay, let's get into it. I'll just start over here and work my way down. I've got 2 whole frozen chickens. Again, if you're a regular, you know frozen whole chickens. The whole chickens are my go-to throughout the winter time. I use them for so many different things, from quick lunches to quick dinners to bone broth and all sorts. So I always like to have a few frozen whole chickens on hand. I got some ham this week. Again, ham isn't something I usually buy. I don't usually buy because we don't usually eat sandwiches, but I've planned sandwiches for this week. There's one day this week that my girls, actually 2 days this week, that my girls need lunch boxes, because there's a lot of homeschool stuff going on in the city we're in now, which is pretty cool, but it does mean I just have to change up our meal plan quite a bit. Anyway, yeah, I got ham for ham sandwiches for that reason. I like the champagne ham because I just feel like it's better quality. It is more expensive and you don't really get much. What I should do is just buy a whole ham and then slice it myself. Maybe that's what I'll look into if I'm gonna be making sandwiches every week. Anyway, cheese, camembert, pesto, pesto just for snacking, cheese for snacking, some bacon for pizza night, and whatever else. 2 things of eggs back here. I also got egg whites to add to my eggs in the morning. I've been really enjoying that combo. Sour cream, 3 things of farmhouse milk. I won't. That's a whole story that'll take 5 minutes. I'll leave it at that. This is the milk we're buying at the moment, because my husband has requested we do so. Anyway, I'll leave it at that because it's a whole story and the baby isn't going to last that long. Okay, 2 things of our protein yogurt. This is always our go-to, the vanilla. That is our favorite. Okay, where am I going? Down the front here, we needed some Band-Aids for this. We call these Band-Aids in the United States. Here in New Zealand, they're called plasters. So if one of my kids gets an ouchie or a boo-boo, they get a plaster. I still call these Band-Aids though. I needed some razors, so I got some of them. We've got some salsa here. I've been putting this on my eggs in the morning. Delish. Honey, oopsie, your toy fell. Oh my. Okay, we're good. Let's carry on. We're good. All right, toy fixed. We got 2 things of honey. My girls have been putting honey in their smoothies in the morning, and so we got this cute little bear for them, and then a big thing as well. I've got 2 things of hummus. My husband really likes this beetroot one, and the kids do as well. I prefer this butternut pumpkin one, so I got that for myself for like snacking throughout the week. Back here, like I said before, I needed a can opener and a garlic press. Garlic press is an essential thing. I put garlic in almost everything we eat throughout the winter. And then a can opener, yeah, also incredibly essential. We went to open a can of fruit the other day, realized that the can opener here was no good, and yeah, it was, anyway. Yeah, we needed a can opener. Okay, toilet paper at the back. I've got a 5 kg of potatoes back there. What have we got here? Some lemons. Pretty sure that's either a kg or a kg and a half of lemons. Bananas, which, oh, they're all super green. I don't usually buy bananas that green, but you know when you click and collect, you can't decide. So anyway, we're thankful for our bananas, but we won't be able to eat them for a few days. I've got a big thing of celery here. What I like to do with celery throughout the winter, because it's so cheap, is I'll cut up about half of this and I'll do it in little chunks, like for soups and stuff, and then I'll put it in a plastic bag and freeze it so that I have it all year long for things like chicken pot pie, and like anytime we need a chicken soup, if someone's sick, I like to keep it in the freezer. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I save half of it to keep as snacks for the week. So that's what I'm doing with that. Here we've got some mandarins. I think this is 2 whole kgs. We love mandarins. Mandarins and kiwi fruit. We call these kiwi fruit here, not just kiwis, because a kiwi is a bird here in New Zealand. So these are kiwi fruit, to be specific. And these 2 things are like the best part about winter here in New Zealand, because they're just abundant and you can eat so many kiwis and mandarins for a really good price, and it just makes wintertime so much more enjoyable, in my opinion. Alright, down here we've got some avocados, onions. I think this might have been 2 kgs of onions. Some silver beet. This is like, I don't know, what is this called in the United States? Oh, I'm not sure. It's similar to spinach. I don't know what this is called. Comment down below if you know what silver beet is called in the US, because I don't know what you would call this. Is it called the same thing and I just never ate it when I was a kid? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is silver beet here, and how I usually cook it is either in like soups or like to top stir fries with it, or just throw it in a pan with some cheese on top, and it makes it really delicious that way. So that's all I really use it for. Okay, a leek down here. Back here we've got 2 bars of the Fleming's Chewy Muesli bars. Those are my girls' favorites, full of sugar and covered with chocolate chips. We've got carrots here. This doesn't look, oh, there's the whole bag. Okay, I was gonna say, I bought more carrots than that. There must be about 2 kilos of carrots. 2 broccoli, a pumpkin here, pears, mushrooms, oranges. These are kumara. We call these kumara here. They're sweet potatoes. Have I got any other veggies? No, that's it for the fruit and veggies. I was trying to say consistent and do all the fruit and veggies together. I think I got them all. Okay, now on to snacks. So I showed you guys the bars. Corn chips we have as a side to our Mexican food throughout the week, and we eat Mexican food at least once, sometimes twice, so corn chips are good to have on hand for that. Some pretzels. Some corn thins. Sorry, the sun is coming in at a weird angle. Corn thins, we like to eat these with either cream cheese or with butter and cheese, and they're delicious. I got some beef jerky. 2 of my girls really like beef jerky, so I thought that would be a nice treat for them. I got 2 things of froze balls down here, a chalk hazelnut and a dark forest. Like things like this, like especially something as simple as this. This thing costs, I think, it was either $4.99 or $5.99. Either way, it's pretty expensive for what it is, when I could so easily make a huge batch of froze balls myself. But it's just not the season I'm in right now. Like I said, I'm not in my own kitchen, I don't have all my own things, and I have an 8-week-old baby to take care of all the time. So yeah, again, these convenience foods, they are more expensive. It does make the grocery bill more expensive. And it makes me feel bad because I'm actually a great homemaker and I can make these things myself, but it's just not where we're at right now. Anyway, that's what I had to say about that. Alright, I got a little pack of nut mix down here. Just some, like a mixed nut thing. Some strawberry jam at the back. What have we got? I'm hunched over from leaning over so far. Okay, protein bars. I've been really enjoying these bars here just to grab as a snack when I'm getting really hungry and I don't have time to make myself something breastfeeding. So I've been really liking bars like this. These are also quite expensive and like it's seriously just nuts and chocolate. But yep, that's what we're doing right now. Where are we going next? Okay, here, these are new. I haven't seen these before. They're just more chewy muesli bars covered in sugar, chocolate. Yep, delicious. Okay, back here we've got some sea salt crackers. I have got a jar of pasta sauce for something I want to make this week. I can't remember what. Again, this is something I never buy pasta sauce because I always make it myself. But anyway, we've got some jarred pasta sauce today. Back here I've got beans. I always get beans, and then chopped tomatoes for who knows what, I don't remember. And then a bag of brown rice down here. All right, at the back here I found these little cannelloni tubes. I've been meaning to make cannelloni for the longest time, and I really wanted to make it with my own homemade pasta, but I won't be doing that because my KitchenAid and pasta roller is in the other city. We didn't bring it here, so yeah, I'm gonna try these out and see how they go, and hopefully they're yummy. All right, another box of crackers here. These things, my 7-year-old was helping me with the shopping list and really wanted these, so I told her she could, seeing as I was already buying other snacks. Seaweed. One of my daughters really loves these little packs of seaweed, and like I said, I'm going to be packing some lunch boxes over the coming weeks. They've got quite a few homeschooling activities outside of the home, so yeah, lunch boxes. So I thought that would be fun to put in a lunch box. All right, these sour cream and chives harvest snaps. My kids haven't had stuff like this for so long, you guys. I know they've eaten these before, but I don't remember if they like them, and I hardly remembered what they were called. Harvest snaps. That does sound familiar though. Okay, over here, what have I got? I got some polenta to make cornbread. The store I was shopping at, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I got all this stuff from Pack and Save. And they don't stock cornmeal flour, which is what I like to use for cornbread. So I just got polenta. Anyway, that's my story about that. Down here I've got some cauliflower pizza bases. Again, I usually make sourdough pizza from scratch, super easy, and it takes me 10-15 minutes to whip it up, but I didn't bring my sourdough, so yeah, pizza bases, here we go. Back to my old self, before I knew how to make pizza bases really quickly. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Blessings to you. Okay, I've got 2 things of little tortillas here for something this week. And then down here I've got 2 things of the big wholemeal tortilla wraps. We like to have these as snacks as well as like for quesadillas, burritos. Quite often for an afternoon snack I'll do peanut butter and jelly in them and roll them up, and with a banana sometimes too, depending on how hungry people are, or if my bananas are yellow enough to eat. That's a really good afternoon snack, which is really hearty and quite filling and tides people over. So yeah, we use these for a lot of different things. Okay, down here I've got pasta. I like this pasta in particular for lasagna soup, so that's what I use that for. I got some wholemeal pita bread to make little, oh, you can see my feet, beautiful, to make quick pizzas for lunches. So I'll just use this like a pizza base and put some pizza toppings, and that'll be easy to throw in a lunch box this week. And then I also got a penne pasta for something. Who remembers? Not me. And then bread back here as well. When we do buy bread, this is the bread we usually buy because this is the bread we all like, and that is Oh Delicious. And we always get the toast variety. So that, I think I got everything. That is everything. I'm pretty sure. I'm looking around. I don't think there was anything else this week. Yeah, that's all. So there you have it. 498 New Zealand dollars, and this is groceries for the week. Obviously some of the things like the fruit and vegetables, like the pumpkin, you know, I'll be able to use for a lot more things than for just 1 week. The carrots, we'll definitely have those in 2 weeks time. We don't eat that many carrots in 1 week. Yeah, everything else, like the potatoes, I'm trying to think what else will last longer than a week. Definitely the potatoes. The celery probably will last us more than a week. Anyway, yeah, this is what a usual 1 week grocery haul looks like for us, except for the things like the Band-Aids, the razors, and the stuff back there. All right, but other than that, that is my grocery haul for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you and your view and taking your precious time to come hang out with me on my channel here today. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.